Voyaging towards excellence. I had a very simple upbringing. We were a lower middle class family. Our 300 square feet house did not even have basic amenities, such as a fan, a refrigerator, a geyser, a dining table, or a gas stove, leave alone an air conditioner or a car. It was only when I entered the college that I got a watch and we got a dining table and a gas stove at home. Nevertheless, culturally, I had a rich childhood. Poets like Vinda Karandikar, Mangesh Padgaonkar, and Vasant Bapat used to visit our home, and for hours I could listen to the discussions about poetry and literature, Marathi, and English. They used to talk about Kashavsut, Mardekar, Shakespeare, Charles Dickens, and Thomas Hardy. I did not fully understand their discussions in depth, but I was immensely impressed. We also were lucky to have Penkumar Gandharv, Penpimsan Joshi, and Pet Jasraj visit our place and talk about Indian music till late night or sometimes dawn. This is how and why I developed my interest in literature and music during my school days. I did not, and even today don't understand the grammar of music, but I began to love it tremendously since then. Most of the times, the topics of discussion at our home were about music, literature, paintings, sculptures, etc. I could listen to the discussions about Van Gogh, Mozart, and Michelangelo, etc. It was because of such a milieu around me that I had a firm belief, which I still hold, that all arts are equally, if not more, important in our lives than science or technology. I had learnt from my childhood that money does not mean everything in life. It is necessary, but if at all there is something which enriches our lives and puts meaning to our existence, it is the arts, music, and literature. This is not to say that I did not like science or mathematics. In fact, I loved these subjects. However, I did not study them only for scoring maximum marks in the examinations. I used to study these subjects, or any subject for that matter, for its inherent beauty. I found Newton's law of motion beautiful and Pythagorean theorem elegant. I loved solving problems of physics and mathematics of the 9th standard when I was in the 7th, not to show off, but just because I used to get involved in solving them. I used to love problem solving, and used to enjoy finding out the most elegant method of solving them. Obviously, these problems were not a part of the curriculum, but I enjoyed the whole process. This attitude of looking beyond marks or examinations and to seek joy in solving any challenging problem helped me to develop a problem-solving attitude, which came handy when I appeared for my IIT entrance JEE, because this exam is completely based on your problem-solving ability and the ability to think not only logically, but quickly and rapidly. I scored 100% marks in mathematics in almost all the examinations that I appeared for from my first standard until IIT, barring only a few times. I stood 16th in the SSC board. At that time, this examination was for the whole of Maharashtra, including Nagpur, and I stood first in the university in all subjects put together. Those days, you could get an admission into IIT without the entrance test, JEE, if you had secured the first rank in the university. Therefore, I did not have to appear for the entrance test to get the admission into IIT, but nobody in Solapur told me about it, for I doubt if anybody in Solapur even knew about this rule. Therefore, I appeared for the entrance examination, and I secured a very good rank in the same. I was quite happy getting into IIT, but my joy was short-lived. At Solapur, I had not seen any building which was more than 3-storied. Mumbai, however, was full of skyscrapers. At IIT, most of the students and professors used to converse in English, whereas my English was very poor. I had my entire education in Marathi. My spoken English was quite pathetic. Not only did I have a very weak vocabulary, but my pronunciation also was terrible, and my construction of English sentences very awkward to say the least. Due to all this, I was feeling quite lonely and terrified in Mumbai in general and IIT in particular. I had developed an inferiority complex and wanted to run away from IIT and even Mumbai. One day, I was sitting at my mess table in the hostel sipping tea when a senior guy came and sat on the chair adjacent to me. He was a convent-educated guy with fairly sophisticated English, at least spoken or colloquial English. He was a bit arrogant and wanted to pull my leg. He tried to engage in some conversation with me and started pointing out errors in just about every sentence or everything that I said. After about 5 minutes, he walked away after insulting me.